Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Natasha here at my bougie farmhouse, and today we are starting on my parents' kitchenette. So today we're starting on my parents' kitchenette. As you know, we have been in this house for a good year now, and you know how it is when you are trying to make things work. It's difficult, so they're finally ready and in the position and place to get their kitchen done, and so we're going to try to make that happen for them today, if I can figure out how to put my overalls on. It is cold, very cold. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's currently 42 degrees
Expect a low of 30 degrees
and extremely windy. So here I am putting my Carhartts on and I am bundled up because we gotta paint some cabinets. So we went to the Restore place. I think it's called Restore, where they it's like thrifty cabinets from my parents. This is gonna be like I'm gonna call it the bougie. The bougie. Oh well, we can call it the bougie. Okay, we're gonna call it the Bougie Budget Kitchen series. I got 2 days to finish this before I go back to work. I said I was going to do this in a whole weekend. It just didn't happen. So let's see how far we can get done before Monday. Alright, so I figured before we get started, it's best to show you exactly what we're going for. My mom wanted a coffee bar. She wants it to be all blue, but she also wants to have 2 floating shelves. She has this wall that is pretty large that she needs to cover. We're going to try to just fill up the majority of that space with cabinets. So this is the actual space that they're going to be in, and as you can see, like I said, it was pretty large. They did what they could with the space that they in, so don't judge me as the daughter, but they basically had their little ninja convection oven, and they had a coffee bar on the other side, as well as a table that they did their prep work on. And so now we're going to try to give them a proper kitchenette with all of the space that they need for maybe even like an induction plate, or that way they can also be able to really cook on there. We're finally getting started on my mom's project, and it's pretty darn cold. It was snowing this morning. But we're gonna clean out the garage, right? So that means getting the projects out of the way. Aren't I a cute peach? It was $25. Can you see that? $25 cabinet. Oh, you hush. Actually, I didn't do it for the content. I meant it when I said you just need to get it out of here. But if I'm gonna do it, I might as well get the content. You know what I mean? Oh, you hush.
Goddamn content creator.
Y'all ignore my husband because he hates when I try to video things. He hasn't gotten used to me creating content yet, and so therefore every time I try to create content he has something to say. But as we all know, this is YouTube and we are gonna do this regardless, so just ignore him, just like I do. So we first tried to hand sand these, but it was quickly becoming apparent that hand sanding them was not going to be good enough. And so we had my husband, he got the electric sander out, and while he used the electric sander, I then took off all of the cabinet doors. So while he was sanding, I was removing the doors,
just get started.
doors from each of the cabinets. And I found that this is good for us so that way we can get a clean slate to sanding and priming. So I'm looking at the hinges, right? And I'm thinking some of them look decent, but some of them look gunky.
Run kitchen cabinets.
So I'm thinking about, what do you think? I'm thinking about like suggesting to her that we change out the the hinges, just to get like new hinges. I mean, it should be only like 30 something bucks. I don't know. I mean, that would be like new cabinets with not like new cabinets. So that's exactly what happened. So I suggested to her that it was very, we all know we got these cabinets from Restore, and the amount of gunk that was like inside of the hinges, yes, it can be cleaned off, but I'm like, why don't we just start fresh and get some new ones? And so that's what we ended up doing. So she ended up buying the new ones. I'll have them link into my Amazon storefront. So as you can see, the back of this one is a little messed up. I'll probably try to find something to go over that. My mom says she's not worried about it, but it looks unsightly. But I guess this is what happens when you get secondhand cabinets. Like, I think all of these was on a real good steal. I think these were like 45. The big ones was like 45, and then as you saw, the small one was 25. So really, like under 200 bucks, she got a little kitchenette. All right, now just to wipe it down and put our first coat of primer on. All right, so my thoughts are to set it up into the same orientation that it's going to be in her space, so that way there's no point in painting what we don't need to paint. You know what I'm saying? So this is exactly what we did. We decided to set it up in the orientation that it was going to sit in our house, because honestly, like I said, it makes 0 sense for us to have to paint everything if it's not going to be seen. So we set it up in the direction that it was going to be seen, and honestly, it was the best use of like paint. Like, we didn't use hardly any paint for this. Alright, so this is how it's going to look. You got your 3 here, and then the pantry. What you doing? Ain't gotta be perfect. We needed to know what needs to be painted. So we know all the fronts are getting painted. This side right here, the long side right here, that's got to get painted. The fronts and then the side of this one as well, because this will be seen. So this side has to be painted.
So yeah, that's basically what we're looking at. That side,
The front, and then top. Yeah. It's like nothing really. Hardest part is gonna be the doors and drawers. Well, not hard, but it's pretty easy actually, when you ain't gotta build the cabinets. So I'm gonna use the Zanzer bend on it, just in case we didn't prime well enough. So I know this stuff works on almost anything. Like it's hard to mess this one up. So I'm gonna use this one.
So your tears been running like a waterfall. Thought the stars would never let you down. And you keep on thinking you could save yourself. But that's love, that's just love. You should know some things will hurt, and you'll end up getting burned. I just hope that you will learn. That's just love, that's just love. Get back up again, even if you don't know when. And it feels like the world is coming down on you. You have to.
So I'm putting tape on the inside too, so that way I don't mess it up with my roller. Because the one thing I don't want is to mess it up with my roller, and then I gotta either be mad and live with it. Because this Zanzer primer, once it goes on, it doesn't come off. Like it is. You better catch it while it's wet or else you stuck. I got it on windows one time. It took the longest to scrape it off. So I'll take the 5 minutes to just prep.
Alright, B.
'Cause you know sometimes it hurts, and you end up getting burned. But sometimes it can be beautiful. That's just love, that's just love. You will get back up again, even if you don't know when. And it feels like the world is coming down on you. You have to move on, deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love.
Freezing out here. Is it time for lunch yet? Is it time for lunch yet? What you feed me, baby? What?
Last I checked, I was just going back to spring.
Last I check, I made breakfast. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching this video today. We have all the cabinets primed and prepped, and now we're ready to go ahead and install them. On the next video, you'll start seeing us prep the flooring as well as installing the cabinets. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and please, as always, subscribe, like. If you got any comments, feel free to leave them in below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next week.